presentation on how society influences body image in both men and women. If you can't see our slides, we have printed them out for you, and they're probably in the research. I'm Zane.
I'm Emily.
I'm Brittany.
I'm Kaylee.
I'm Obed.
Okay, and we're about to get started.
So we're first going to talk about social pressures and how social pressures can lead to changes of behavior, changes of attitude, and changes of values. An example of social pressures are peer pressure, and how peer pressure is just so big in our society today because so many people are trying to fit in, and so many people will do like whatever their friends do or their family tells them to do just to get the approval of others. And then a big part of our society that we struggle with is image comparison. And we just compare ourselves to other people through social media and just through different things. Like everywhere you look, it's just so easy to compare yourself to other people.
So when these two pictures are what is considered perfect in our society, of course we're going to have issues because who looks like a Victoria's Secret model and who looks like this? So when kids see that Victoria's Secret shows are the ideal perfect, obviously it's going to lead to eating disorders to make yourself look like this perfect human being. With men, we have hypermasculinization, and to make yourself look like this, they take steroids and they lose weight so they can look like that. And the end result is suicide because losing that much weight and becoming this strong and losing weight to look like this, it's going to eventually lead to suicide.
So our first question in our survey was asking if they are comfortable with their own body image. So they could strongly agree, disagree, or strongly disagree. Now as you can tell from the graph, 52% agreed, 12% strongly agreed, 6.7% strongly disagreed, and then 29.3% disagreed. And then there's effects of people that aren't comfortable in their body image, as Brittany was saying, like suicide is a big thing, and then people are just like very dissatisfied with the way that they look, which can just lead to very bad health problems in their life. And
Okay, so some of the repercussions we found through our results were that 80% of the people that did our survey had low self-esteem at one point in their lives because of their body image. Depression, anxiety, and social withdrawals were all around the 40% range, but that's still a lot of people. 40% is 2 out of every 5 people have had some feelings of depression, anxiety, or social withdrawal. That's a lot. I mean, there's 5 of us right now. That means 2 of us could have felt that. It was pretty surprising to me because I feel that a lot of these things are overlooked when it comes to our society, and body image isn't taken as a serious issue, but these are, in my opinion, serious repercussions because when somebody's feeling depressed or anxious or not as a part of a classroom or a part of their peers, it can lead to worse things.
So another question that we had was what is the most influential aspect that affects our body image? And the top 2 ones that we got were peer pressure. You feel the pressure from your peers to have a certain body image, or you hold them in higher regard. So what they think typically correlates to how you will see your body as well. Another one that we also got was social networking, social media. The top 2 studies that I noticed with this was from the Texas A&M International University study, which showed that it's peer pressure, not necessarily social media, that does influence a person's body image, which was actually what came up in our study. Another thing that I also saw was a study by Mujo Mukesh, who she proves that social media also has a very big influence on a person's perceived body image.
So another one of our questions was, if your body image has been negatively influenced by societal pressures, at what age did you begin feeling those insecurities? Now, a big surprise to me was that some people said that they started feeling insecure as low as age 5. So that's really young to start feeling these pressures. And according to a study done by Think Progress, that they're seeing more and more kids under the age of 12 come into the hospital with anorexia and bulimia. And this is all because they feel the pressures of society and they are desperate for their bodies to look perfect.
So another question we asked our participants was, in what ways has your body image affected your sexual behavior? And close to 36% of respondents directly indicated some sort of negative impact on their sexual behavior. This included sexualized appearance, more or riskier sexual encounters, sexual and social withdrawal, as well as self-consciousness. And for instance, one of the ways that people indicated this was with self-consciousness. Some people actually reported that they could only be comfortable having sex with the lights off and in the dark. It's important. Early sexual activity is becoming more and more common. So a recent study from New York City Girls Project has shown that young females with a negative body image are 3 times more likely than those who have a positive body image to have lost their virginity at an early age. This is a major concern because young women who make uninformed decisions about their sexual activity and sexual life are putting themselves at unnecessary risk for contracting STIs as well as teenage pregnancy.
References.
Yay.
Yeah.
Bye!